reason, Nekomaru's body was in both towers, even though it was supposed to be on different floors.
Maybe it was simply moved?
Yeah, I mean, I assume the tower itself is like an elevator.
The body moved to a different floor?
You can't think of a device like that? A device that moves
If only we had any experience with any sort of device like that. A device that transports things to different floors in the same building. I feel like I've seen that before. Alright, let's do this. Hangman's Gambit. Hangman's Gambit! Please spell the word elevator. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Oh, there's a display question? Oh, I forgot about the display questions. Alright, so we need some E's. Not V yet. I can let the L's... I'm gonna let the L's crash into each other. There we go. We got an E. L. Okay. Get this E. Elevate. Now I need the V. Can I get a V? Elevate. Alright, now I need a T. Can I get a T? There's a T. Elevate. Come on. Give me the R without messing up at all. Let's go. I didn't take any damage there. I'm amazing.
You must be talking about an elevator.
What? Are you saying Nekomaru's body was transported using an elevator?
Yeah, and that's why when you hit the button to open the way to the tower, it takes time to open, because you have to wait for the elevator to come up.
Where the hell is this elevator anyway?
It's the tower itself.
Yeah, okay. I thought that was a given. I kind of glossed over the fact that, like, people would think that it's two different, like, towers. I'm like, no. Like, it just moves up. I don't know if I ever, like, said that out loud, but I was kind of under the impression that that's already, like, what was understood it to be.
The inside of the tower is one big elevator.
Which is my bad. That was a leap in logic.
Which means the tower was designed so that the whole room goes up and down like an elevator.
Yes, but I also think that it needs to... I think there's, like, a second... You know, like, you have the floor that, like, stays put, but then the doors need to, like, switch around. Otherwise, the illusion is broken.
So whether you enter from Strawberry Hall or Grape Hall, it all leads to the same room, right?
So that's why we could only enter it from one side or the other.
Uh-huh.
Now that you mention it, sometimes when I pressed the door button,
Yup.
it took a while for it to open.
And that's why.
I see. We were basically waiting for the room to arrive, just like an elevator.
Yeah.
Please hold on. If the inside of the whole tower ascends and descends like an elevator,
Uh-huh, she's gonna bring up the doors. Yeah.
then why is there a picture of a strawberry on the far back door when you enter from Grape Tower? And a picture of a grape on the far back door when you enter from Strawberry Tower.
I think the floor stays in place, and I think the walls rotate 180 degrees. That is the only thing that makes sense to me.
Down like an elevator. There's no reason for the doors to change.
Plus, after the incident, the far back door in Grape Tower had chains wrapped around it, right?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
But when we entered Strawberry Tower, those chains were gone.
Are the doors... They can't be, like, fake, per se. I don't get the doors at all.
Not just that, but if I remember correctly, even the doorknob was broken off.
Maybe the doors are just for decoration and they don't actually open at all? But... And that's why you can never get them open, or Nekomaru could never get them open. So the only way in is through the button that probably opens a real door. Something like that?
There are too many strange things. Was that tower really an elevator?
When you see people and things, make sure you focus on the good parts instead of the bad.
Okay.
What did you say?
So, let's put aside what's changed and focus our attention on what hasn't.
Okay. And
Why do we have to do that?
And what are we getting at here?
It's fine. Come on. What does everything that hasn't changed have in common?
It's all on the floor. Things that didn't change when we moved between the two towers. That includes the body, the pillar, and the oil. We've been talking about that stuff for a while now. There shouldn't be anything strange about them, not even the fact that they all moved with the elevator. The one thing that they all have in common, they were all huge, they were all Nekomaru's parts, they were all heavy, yeah, they were all on the floor.
I see.
Alright, so I'm at least partially right here.
Is it safe to say that all the items on the floor didn't change?
And
And...
why did the picture on the far back door change? If you can figure that out, you'll have the answer. The reason is because that elevator has something unique about it.
Okay. There's something unique about that elevator. You can only enter one side at a time. Only the floor moves. Only the floor moves.
I see.
Right?
So that's it. The elevator was designed so only the floor moved.
So the doors in the back don't actually act as doors. They are legitimately fake and they do not open. There's nothing behind them. And whatever door we come through, it isn't that door. That's so weird. So when we enter in Grape Hall, the doors just stay open. So you can't just look behind you and see that it's not the same door. Okay. That's probably it.
Only the floor moved?
Yeah. So it isn't like a twisting of the thing inside.
Elevator, only the floor was.
It's just the floor goes up and the walls just have fake doors on them.
That's why we saw different doors in each tower.
Okay.
Which means on the first floor of Grape Tower, the door on the far back wall had a strawberry design.
Yup.
And on the fourth floor, which was Strawberry Tower, a different door on the far back wall had a grape design.
Yeah, neither of them were actually doors.
Then where do the different floors lead?
It is still like that, I'm pretty sure.
I want to say they lead outside, but they're probably just for show.
Yeah. Part of the Funhouse.
So, why was something like that necessary?
Because it's a Funhouse. And they were just trying to trick you with the whole layout of the Funhouse.
So we falsely believed that the doors were connected to where their picture signified.
Oh, that's really funny. And Chiaki was the one that, like, easily put together that mystery that I was like, oh, yeah, that was weird. The game teased us with a mystery, and then we solved it immediately. No, we didn't.
It was actually very effective. Because of that, we totally misunderstood the building's structure.
Yep.
I don't get it. But I guess it means whoever designed this building had a totally twisted personality.
Yeah. That's Monokuma for you.
Did you hear that, Monami?
Monami!
Don't blame this on me. Take responsibility for yourself.
Then I'll take responsibility and gently caress you.
I feel like you're not gonna do that.
There's no way that's gonna happen. Stop with the tasteless junk.
What was that?
By the way, what does the chain on the far back door in Grape Tower mean?
Huh.
It was probably wrapped there by the killer to keep us as far from Strawberry Tower as possible.
Yes?
Why?
Because of that chain. You guys thought you couldn't enter there, right?
Uh-huh. Like you said, I could probably use these parts to repair that button, but... Seriously, hold on. Even if you do repair the button, what's gonna happen to the chain on the other side of the door? Chain? The door that leads to Strawberry Hall has a chain wrapped around the doorknob. Even if you fix the button on the Strawberry Hall side, the door won't open as long as that chain is there. You don't need to worry about that at all. Huh? How did he know that at that time?
Destroyed the Strawberry Hall button, so we'd stay away from Strawberry Tower. Everything was done to tamper with the evidence, so we wouldn't find out about the secret of the Funhouse.
Yup. Interesting. Who's trying to protect the secret of the Funhouse? Is it the traitor?
The body in the tower would contradict what we thought we knew about the building.
Huh.
In that situation, if we'd gone to Strawberry Tower, we'd have seen that contradiction firsthand.
Oh.
And using that as a clue, we might have discovered the truth. The truth that the two houses and the two towers are actually one complete vertical building.
Okay.
The killer wanted to keep us from learning that. That's why they made us stay away from Strawberry Tower.
It does now start... it is starting to sound like the killer was the traitor trying to keep up the illusion of the funhouse. Or, yeah. Or was it somebody that did clear the final dead room, figured out the layout of the tower, and then used that information to, you know, just kind of keep up this mystery so they could get away with murder? It might not even be traitor related at all. This kind of opens up the possibility that literally anybody could have done this, just about.
They destroyed the button and wrapped a chain around the door just for that?
Would it really have inconvenienced the killer if we learned the true structure of the building?
Maybe if the killer came from Strawberry House like one of the guys did.
It would have been a major inconvenience. After all, this funhouse is strongly connected to the ultimate weapon that killed.
Alright, now we're wrapping this back to the ultimate weapon, but I still have no idea what that is.
Hold on. You're progressing much too quickly. There's still a contradiction concerning the building structure.
What a pain. It's fine already.
Gundam, please proceed.
Haha.
You said earlier that Strawberry House and Grape House are connected vertically, right?
Yes, don't say that's wrong.
If so, how does the contact elevator
Yes, okay.
safely transport us from one house to the other?
This is something I still don't understand. Yes. I see now that you mentioned it, I completely forgot about that matter.
If that elevator moves vertically,
Yep.
then when your back is facing the elevator, both towers should be on the same side.
Yes.
But does this reflect reality?
No, because of the compass thing.
Inside Grape House, Grape Hall is on your right when your back is to the elevator.
Uh-huh.
And inside Strawberry House, Strawberry Hall is on your left when your back is to the elevator.
Oh, no, this is too much for my brain. I don't get it.
Which means the houses are on exact opposite sides of the tower.
So then everything's sideways? Everything can still check out with fake doors, with the floor being an elevator but just moving sideways instead of vertically. And then the elevator does turn around, but then that would not answer the picture from Strawberry Hall's first floor, unless it goes up and down and switches from front to back.
Answer me, fiend. What does this mean?
Yeah, what does that mean?
What does this mean?
I agree, what does this mean? If the two houses are connected vertically, the position of the tower should be the same in both houses. But in fact, when my back was facing the elevator in Grape House, the tower was on my right. And when my back was facing the elevator in Strawberry House, the tower was on my left. How can I break through this contradiction? I have no idea. Oh no, is this where we finally die for the first time in this class trial? Kazuishi's account probably has something to do with this? Maybe.
The two houses.
I want to look at what Akane's account and Fuyuhiko's account are. That's hearing the rumbling noise at around 5:30. And that's Nekomaru walking towards the first floor of Strawberry House at 5 in the morning. Okay.
The elevator should move.
Contact elevator. Oops.
Vertically, not horizontally.
Correct.
However, at both houses,
Not to
the
sudden
contact
appearance.
elevator is behind you. The towers are in opposite directions.
I definitely don't have anything.
Use your reasoning.
It's clearly contradictory.
Yeah. Oop.
What's with this iron curtain of teamwork?
Oh, so Gundam and Sunny have matching arguments. It sounds like it makes sense, but is that really correct? I don't have a way to contradict that, do I?
Vertically.
Strange feeling in tower.
Vertically, not horizontally.
So maybe it's not moving vertically. Is there a way that I can contradict that?
Houses. If the contact elevator is behind you, the towers are in opposite directions.
Which means
No.
your reasoning.
Contact elevator?
Contradictory.
Opposite directions.
Curtain of teamwork.
Nagito's sudden appearance. Does that argue against them being like on opposite sides?
The elevator should move.
Vertically, not horizontally.
Yes.
However, at both if the contact elevator is behind you, the towers are in opposite directions.
No, that's not it. Sure, when the elevator is behind you, each tower exists in opposite directions. Maybe back is getting scorched. Alright. This is another one that there's only 2 options, so I should be okay.
The elevator should move.
Even if I can't actually figure this one out.
Vertically, not horizontally.
Vertically.
However, at both houses,
Vertically.
if the contact elevator is behind you, the towers are in opposite directions.
I don't think Kazuichi's account goes against that.
What's with this iron curtain of teamwork?
Let me try Kazuichi's account on both of these things.
Houses are connected
The elevator should move.
vertically, not horizontally.
Okay.
Oh, that's wrong.
Yeah, that's a contradiction. That makes sense.
The elevator wasn't just moving vertically.
So the elevator was moving vertically and horizontally? Or like, and turning around or whatever?
Isn't that right, Kazuichi? Huh? Me?
Yes?
You used the elevator while you were holding that compass Nagito gave you, right?
I'm gonna need a visual on this one.
Yeah,
With how the elevator actually moves.
from start to finish, somehow the compass needle rotated 180 degrees.
Yeah.
Rotated 180 degrees? Meaning, as the elevator moved between the 2 houses, it also rotated 180 degrees.
Yeah.
It was probably following the building's
Oh.
perimeter as it rotated to the other side.
Oh, something like that? That's very bizarre. I don't know why they put in that touch like you can barely feel the elevator moving then, because that looks like it's moving a lot.
Which means the exit will be on the opposite side once you arrived at the other house, right?
And thanks to that, the tower we saw on our right side when we arrived at Grape House
Yes?
appeared on our left side when we were at Strawberry House.
I mean, that does make sense.
An elevator that rotates while it moves. Is that even possible? It's like something from an amusement park.
Yeah, I'm sure it's possible-ish.
Well, a funhouse is an amusement park attraction, you know.
Yeah, he's not wrong.
Since the building doesn't really need to be structurally practical, it makes for some splendid
That's not splendid at all. You're inhuman.
You say I'm inhuman, but I'm just a bear. Never human to begin with.
Yeah, something like that.
I'm different from these lowly humans.
I still don't understand the elevator not feeling like it makes that much noise between, or like it doesn't feel like it's moving that much when it's going around. And I also still don't understand how Nagito went from one house to the other without the elevator.
So we're done with the secret of the funhouse, right? Then let's start talking about the important stuff.
Unless there was somewhere, oh, it's probably something as simple as like in the final dead room there was like a place to go down, and then once you go down you're on the 3rd floor of Grape House, because it was on top of the other. So he wouldn't have been able to go back to Strawberry House. He didn't have a way between those two. He just dropped down from the final dead floor. It's probably something like that. Alright, so I should stop thinking about that. It's probably that simple. I still don't understand this elevator thing unless I'm just overthinking that one as well.
What's the ultimate weapon that killed Nekomaru? And how'd they combine it with the pillar?
Yeah, I still don't know this.
Huh? You still don't know what the ultimate weapon is yet? It's what I found at the Octagon, you know?
What is the octagon? I haven't heard about that yet.
Are you sure about that?
Oh my. I can't believe I have to explain that now.
You said that you were the only one to do the final dead room. Why would anybody else know this?
As long as you know what an octagon means, you can solve this simple mystery easily.
Actually, maybe they did say that there was an octagon at the end of the final dead room. No, I don't think they did. I don't know. What an octagon means? I mean, it's an 8-sided shape.
I see. If I recall, an octagon is a shape of 8 sides.
Congrats. We've made it past through, like, I don't know, what is that? 2nd grade math, maybe?
I didn't expect you to know that. For a substitute reserve course student,
That, come on now.
quite knowledgeable.
That is not any sort of advanced knowledge. Don't patronize me like this.
I guess I should continue listening. Where is the place befitting of the name Octagon?
The place befitting of the name Octagon is probably spot selection. Well, it was on the first... not the elevator, right? The elevator's protruding out. I don't know if it's in any relation to that or not. I think it's between here, though, so I don't really know. The elevator's the octagon, huh? Why? No, alright, cool. How is it not in between, like, the first floor and, like, the third floor of Grape House or whatever? Oh, it is, okay.
You're talking about the secret room surrounded by concrete in the depths of the final dead room.
Why is that place the octagon?
You know how the four-sided strawberry house is on top of the six-sided grape house?
Yes.
If you cut a four-sided shape out of a six-sided one, you get 8 edges. It becomes an 8-sided shape.
What? 1, 3, 4, 5. No? How does that work? I'm looking at this, but I'm still like, no, I don't like this visual at all. Cause, it still looks like it's 6 sides. I still count 6 sides. I don't really get where you're getting the extra 4, because even at this angle, it's still a 6-sided shape at the bottom.
The true identity of the octagon is that secret room in the depths of the final dead room.
Is the octagon actually an octagon? I just don't get it. They showed a visual of like, oh, if you cut out a 4-sided shape from a 6-sided one, you get an 8-sided one, and then continued to flash a hexagon. I don't get that. I don't think it's very important as to whether the shape is actually an octagon. I'm just saying that doesn't make any logical sense to me.
Then the ultimate weapon was there too?
Because like it can just be a hexagon and it could be called the octagon, and it doesn't really matter what something is called. It doesn't have to be what it actually is. But I don't get why that happened at all. Why that visual was supposed to portray that there was an octagon inside of the square and hexagon, and then they didn't actually show me an octagon at all.
That's a little different. I learned the true identity of the ultimate weapon at the octagon. Learned? The true identity of the ultimate weapon is the Funhouse.
Oh.
Which means the killer used the building structure as their weapon and killed Nekomaru.
This sounds even more complicated. Please explain. You're answering our questions, but not with good answers.
The killer probably realized the secret of the Funhouse from the scenery.
Uh-huh.
And then thought of a way to kill, making use of the building structure.
How? Huh.
The funhouse itself is the weapon, so they killed using the building structure?
I don't really know how, unless they were able to drop Nekomaru from, like, very high up and drop him onto the pillar, and then that was the big rumble, but I don't know how they would have done that.
That's why the killer tried to keep us from learning the mystery of the building. But more importantly, using the building itself as a weapon? Such a spectacular crime. It truly deserves to be called the ultimate weapon.
Funhouse is the true identity of the ultimate weapon? What does this mean? How did the killer use that to murder Nekomaru? And who is the killer who did that? Wow, we're just now reaching halfway? Oh my gosh. Why, hello there. I thought of a new bad word to call Monami. Why, I can already tell I won't be pleased by this. And let me say it right away. I'm already used to insults and slander. There's no way I'll get hurt by a mere word. Monami is a serious stoofatly. That's much more straightforward than I expected. Stoofatly, huh? Tisk, tisk, tisk. That's not it. That's not it at all. Stupid, fat, and ugly. The perfect jet stream attack incorporating all 3 of these would be... Ta-da! Stoofatly. Oh, wow, there's a fat hidden in there?
Okay, everyone, all together now.
Monami is a serious stoofatly. Yeah. Wait, no. No, she's not. I don't know, maybe she is, but I doubt it. Alright, I mean, I'm not going to bother saving, I'm just going to keep playing. But just to kind of reset where we are right now, I feel like this game is answering all my questions, but at the same time, I still feel like I have so many questions. So hopefully, just please continue to answer all of my random stream of thought things. I don't know if they're ever going to address why the elevator felt like it wasn't moving. I don't think that this octagon thing is ever going to get explained more. I think that's something with my brain that just does not understand what in the world they're trying to go for. And I'm not sure. No. I think I figured out the Nagito thing. And then I'm sure the mystery of how the Funhouse structure itself is the weapon is about to be explored. So let's go ahead and do that.